Hey everybody, we are in Altamonte Springs, Florida. Behind me, nothing but parking lot. But this is not where our final destination is. Our final destination tonight is the forest. The forest, which is ruled by Petrified Forest icon for 2020, named Forik. Now Forik time travels to different eras with the goal of corrupting them and making them evil, which leads us to the 3 trails at Petrified Forest for 2020 this year. The first one, which is the Dark Forest, and it's inhabited by creatures, trolls, fairies, under the control of an evil witch. And next up is a 1920s carnival that's been corrupted and crazed and is being run by their crazy ringleader. And last but not least is Camp Carver from the 1970s that's being terrorized by a chainsaw wielding, disco loving freak. So that's right, we're back, almost back, at Petrified Forest. Petrified Forest is celebrating 13 years this year. And of those 13 years, we've been coming, oh my God, that could be the scariest moment of the night. We've been coming for the majority of those 13 years. Petrified Forest, one of our favorite places to go to. Very local, mom and pop-ish type place that graduated from being run out of a house to being run literally out of a forest. We'd gotten so late into the season that it didn't look like Petrified Forest was going to open at all this year. And then they made an announcement about 2 weeks ago that they'll be open for business. So of course this year, due to COVID, there needs to be some changes. Number one is, if you're buying tickets for Petrified Forest, you need to buy them online and for a specific time. So like our time for tonight is 7:45 p.m. to 8 p.m. 7:30 now. We're gonna take a little bit of time to walk over there and then hopefully be able to get right in. Which isn't such a bad thing, because the lines for Petrified Forest, especially later in the season like we're starting here, can tend to be pretty long waits. And here we are. Like you can see, today, opening day. So we've made it. There's Camp Carver, haunted house, and something in the dark. We've got a character over here. We've got monsters roaming in the dark. Forik is out here scaring the guests. So I'm here with Forik, the icon of Petrified Forest 2020. Is there a favorite time period that you've been to and brought back here?
The 1970s.
The
disco slasher. He just loves the boogie. He's gonna tear you apart.
It's okay. I'm terrified.
You should be.
You probably can't see much because it's so dark, but the traditional queue area is still back here winding around. They do want you to stay 6 feet away, and this is grass, so we're gonna be realistic here and say there's no markers on the grass in the pitch black. The reason why it's so dark is because the power went out a couple of times. They've blown the power source. It could be a really scary night if they just let everybody go through in the dark. And we're back. We've got fog coming out, and we're almost up to the front. Now we can't show you inside the trails. It's pitch black, and there's no filming. But we're gonna tell you what our experience is like. We did the Dark Forest first. Holy balls, that might be the best one that they've ever done here. I got more scared there than I've ever done before. The next house we're going in is the Carnival. I love the retro graphics. All right, so we did the haunted house. It was much smaller than the first trail, but that was so much fun. So cool. So many throwbacks to like classic Carnival, freak shows, and oh, it was so cool. Last up, Camp Carnival. Or Camp Carver. Why can't Tori read? Solo. We're getting out of here. As you can see, the fog and smoke permeating into the night sky. All right, so we wrapped with everything, including Camp Carver. I always feel bad because I know that we get a ton of thumbs down from people when we're not able to show you what's inside of a haunt, but it's not up to us. So, you know, when you leave a thumbs down, it's leaving it, you know, for us, but that's fine. That's people's personal preference. I really wish I could show you more of what's inside, but quite honestly,
you can't see.
It's so dark that you can't see anything. I would love, and if the folks from Petrified Forest are watching this, one day to be able to just go and maybe show some highlights of what people can see when the lights are on, because there's so much cool stuff to see.
Oh my God.
I think this might be the best year that we've gone to a Petrified Forest.
Yeah, I have to say one of the trails is just spectacular. I mean, it's just amazing.
And let me preface this by saying that you've only had 3 weeks to put everything together here. So in 3 weeks, they did what is likely my favorite haunt so far this year.
Yeah, I would say.
It's not, and if you've never been here, it's not a traditional haunted house because it's trails. Everything is built outside along the trees. So, you know, whether it be your friend or enemy, depending on whether it's rained out the day before or things like that.
There are structures, you know, like per se, like rooms, but open.
That's
true.
true.
No ceilings or anything like that.
The first trail was the forest, the dark forest, and it was the longest, I think, out of the 3 of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of goodies in there and a lot of scares.
Oh my God. I was jumping every 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think I got scared more overall in this event this year than I've ever been scared at any other haunted house, and that's always the big complaint when guys do watch videos of us walking through things and they're like, you never get scared.
Yeah, no, we did. He almost fell from one scare, so yeah.
The dark forest was really cool. I wanted to stop and stare at like some of the structures that you walk through, like tunnel-wise, things that they've built, and they had some actors that were climbing on top of things. There's people in trees. There's people on the floor. There's people.
My God. They had the hydraulic floor in one of them.
Yeah, and then we get over to the Carnival, and there was so much cool stuff to look at in there. It's just much shorter than the other 2.
Yeah.
But so much cool stuff. Like it's a throwback to like
old decrepit, just Carnival like.
When you enter in, I'm not trying to give you too many spoilers, but they have like a classic, like kind of like dark ride, like you would see at like a fun house or haunted house at like
with a singular chair going on a track.
Yeah, like a haunted mansion dune buggy almost, and there's like a skeleton, and it's a fairly long track. I'm really impressed at like the construction of what they did to put that together.
I thought it was just like a little circle that the people, but no, it goes further.
We're
like,
and there's like so much cool stuff. There's clowns, if you guys are scared of clowns. There's
when you walk through the mirrors,
carnival games, and some crazy barkers, and then
one barker in general, he was the best.
He's standing like MVP. And then there's classic freak showy type stuff from carnivals. Lobster Girl. There's I don't want to give away everything else. I mean, there's so much cool stuff, and you're just stopping and like, whoa, I gotta look at everything. So that was very cool.
Yeah.
And then the last was Camp Carver, and it's just a throwback from the 70s. There's constant PA announcements that are going on about telling campers to do things. There's literally a scene for like a drive-in in the middle of it.
That was amazing. Isn't that where the corn?
Yeah, there's usually like a cornfield. If you guys have not been here before, they grow corn, and it's I know that's like the downfall of Halloween Horror Nights when you have corn stuff, and there's usually like a hurricane or disaster that happens. But they've had cornfields here before. The bus is back again too. That you don't walk through the bus, but if you've been here in years past, the bus is at least on display. And I tell you what, in that drive-through section, there is a scare that literally got me worse than anything else. I almost fell on the floor. Like I was just like, what the hell?
And the scare actor was trying to keep up her whole spiel, and she was actually giggling because she scared the crap out of him.
I'll tell you what. And then the icons are fun again this year. So you get Forik, and I apologize, but I don't know the names of the other icons at least. But but the disco chainsaw crazy guy at the end for Camp Carver. I mean, it's unbelievable. I asked him where he got his mask, because his mask is
it's bling.
Like kind of like rhinestone-y.
It's actually like a disco ball.
Yeah, and they made it.
Yeah.
They've made a lot of their props, and even the chainsaw is disco balled.
Yeah, I know.
You know? So it was so
really
cool,
cool,
dude. I was really happy, and I'm very happy that they were able to open up. I think the delay was not on their part. The delay was more in like the city part and everything, and being able to open and make sure you could do things safely. And they're here. Tonight was opening night. Tonight's Thursday the 15th, and they'll be open Friday, Saturday, and I think Sunday, and then next week they start on Wednesday for the weekend, and then same thing for Halloween week. So you want to buy tickets online, and you want to be able to look for availability online. The one really awesome thing that when we were talking to some of the folks that we know there, they had said that they sold out for some of the dates when they initially announced it, because there was pent-up demand that people wanted to go.
Yeah, and we were excited when we found out.
That is super awesome. You know, it's been really cool. I almost said something bad. This is a PG show. It's been really cool to see the haunt continue to grow and evolve over the years and everything. This is the 13th year. Really cool stuff. I can't say enough about it. But in any event, fun night out.
Oh yeah.
And now back to work tomorrow, Friday. That's the real scare. So. In any event, thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys. Subscribe to the cheap seats. Otherwise, they'll be looking in your dreams for you.